Claude, what has been the best performing stock across all my different portfolios? And boom, a couple of seconds later, it pulled all the various information from Interactive Brokers, eToro, and Trading 212, the 3 brokers I'm actually using. And here I have it, right? I didn't have to log into any of them. It pulled the information right from their live data. My best performing stock so far, Micron, up 131%, and only started buying it a few months ago. Incredible numbers and really nice overview. And obviously I could continue asking it more questions. What is my overall weighting of different sectors across the different brokers? So it really pulls the information in real time, which is really, really powerful. And not only that, it knew that I set up previously a nice dashboard for it. So I could just open it over here with a click of a button. You can see what you can do with it. I mean, look at this. I have all my various brokers down here. I can click on it to have each one individually shown to me, the breakdown of the sectors and exposures, what's overweight, underweight, buying recommendations. I mean, absolutely incredible. And by the way, of course, I'm going to show you how to connect your brokers. If you want a dashboard like this, take the screenshot, put it into your AI of choice and ask it to replicate to see it all visualized. Really, really incredible. So having this information at your fingertips really makes it so much more productive, and you really get bespoke, insightful information relevant to you. Not just going on Gemini or ChatGPT and ask, what stocks to buy or what would you recommend me? Well, here it really makes the recommendations based on the insights and context and real information on your holdings portfolio, what you have, rather than just some random advice. This is so much more powerful. It can give you as an investor a real edge. And that's exactly the power of utilizing AI to your advantage. In the past, we all use ChatGPT, maybe Gemini. You ask, what stock should I buy, right? I've done it myself, and it gives you generic answers. But now that you basically hook it up to your own portfolio, you're gonna get way better and more bespoke answers to your own portfolio and holdings. Maybe already too heavyweight in some sectors, well, your AI will catch it and then maybe recommend you something else. I cannot tell you what to buy, but I can give you some ideas based on what you already have. So I think it's a really, really powerful tool. You can see obviously how I have my 3 brokers, Interactive Brokers, eToro, and Trading 212 connected to, I'm using Claude, but you could also be using ChatGPT's Codex. So it's really up to you. And of course, we already had views previously to combine our various portfolios, which I do as well on, for example, tools like Delta or Snowball Analytics, which I really like. And it shows me all my various holdings across the board. I also factor in my crypto and P2P holdings and what have you. And that's nice, but I can't really engage with it, right? So when I want some insights, specific questions that I have about my holdings or want to make an additional investment, well, it's not going to really guide me anywhere. While if I connected my AI to my portfolio, as I just shown you in the example, it can be much more interactive and engage with me and be almost like a sparring partner, giving me more bespoke insights to my actual situation, which is really very powerful. And you can then really ask it anything you wish. It will really guide you in so many ways. I mean, for me, I used it now since a couple of months, and it's been absolutely a game changer and really helps me make much smarter and better decisions, I believe. At least my portfolio gains seem to confirm that. So yeah, I can really, really recommend it. Setting it up once and you'll be good. And it's really straightforward. You obviously need a broker, right? You can start with 1. Most people don't have maybe 3 like I do. Maybe you have 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You can do it with 1 as well. Pick 1. Of course, it should be supporting API access. Not all of them have it, but more and more do. And that's good to see. Some of them have MCP access. I'll come to this in a moment. What's the difference? But essentially, yeah, you need a broker, you need an AI that supports API access. And that's very important because in the past, a lot of people use only ChatGPT or only Gemini, or only Claude, the interface on the app. And that's a good starting point, but unfortunately you can't really do that much. And I always recommend go one level deeper, learn Claude Code, what I use, that's my favorite, or Codex, which I started using more recently. So actually use both of them. So either one of them, Codex is from ChatGPT. So if you already use ChatGPT, give Codex a go. And it sounds sometimes a little bit intimidating, Claude Code. I'm not a coder myself, but it just does all the knowledge work and it can really connect to so many different services. So I really recommend you check some YouTube videos in general, how to set up Claude Code or Codex, really, really powerful. So obviously you need an AI. And then lastly, you need the API access key from any of your respective brokers that hopefully supports it. And with those 3 together, you'll be golden and can set it up just like I did. Then a quick difference between MCP and API access. Again, I don't want to get too technical. MCP is usually the easier way where you just have a one-click setup almost, and more brokers are starting to support it, though not all of them have it. While API access has been around for way longer, and I personally prefer it. It's almost easier. It usually can do more things, and that's just a more powerful setup. And again, more brokers seem to support API access at this stage than MCP access. So in this video, I'm going to show you the API access route. So in a very simple way, think of it, the API, like username and password to your broker, for your AI. With that API key, it can basically log itself into your account. And you might be thinking, oh my God, are you crazy, Kai? I don't want my AI to log into my account and it can do what, everything at once? No, I don't want that. And trust me, I don't want it either. And that's why it's very important to have a read-only access, right? You can really specify that when you create an API key, what access you want to give it. By default, most brokers only support read-only, means you can't trigger buys, though some of them, they do allow you to trade if you wanted to, but I would really recommend you to have read-only, so it can only pull the information from your account. It can't really do anything with it, right? It can't accidentally, in case, worst case, you do get hacked, but with those API keys, nobody could trigger a trade, maybe sell your positions or buy something that you didn't want to buy, so make sure it's read-only. Now I have one little exception, I'll come to this in a moment for my trading 212, but I'll speak about this in a moment. So let's dive right in, starting off with the first one, which is interactive brokers, which I currently use for all my ETF investments. They have now recently come out with a Claude Code MCP connector also. So in case you're only using Claude Cowork or Claude Code, you can very easily add it as a connector. So it's almost like a one-click connection, much easier. But I'm going to show you the API route, how it works. In order to set it up, all you do is go into either Claude Code or Codex, whatever AI of choice you're using, and then ask it exactly this. I want to connect interactive brokers to Claude Code or Codex via API. How do I do it? Boom, hit enter, and it will walk you through exactly that. Very straightforward. It tells you to log into the platform, where to click, step by step. So very, very straightforward. I didn't know it myself, right? I could have watched countless YouTube videos. Instead, I asked AI and it told me exactly this. In case you get stuck somewhere, you can say, point number 3, I didn't find it. Can you tell me in detail again where I have to go? Or another tip, in case you really get stuck and you can't find something, just take a screenshot of the platform. That's what I usually do. Put it back into Claude and say, where do I click? And it will walk you through. You could even do computer control. That's like a next level, a bit more advanced, where Claude or Codex can take over your browser and navigate around, even though I wouldn't really recommend it because there is, of course, additional security risk with this. So I would prefer to just follow the steps. It lines it out over here. And once you have the API keys, you come back over here, paste it in there, and it will take care of the rest, which is really, really powerful. You don't have to do anything. All the setup, all documentation is done within Claude or Codex. It all lives locally on your file, right? It's not saved in the cloud. So don't worry about security. It only lives locally on your machine. So then from here, basically what you want to do is log in to Interactive Brokers platform, performance and reports, click on it, go to Flex Queries. Already set mine up for Claude Code, so I could edit it over here or delete it. But of course, if you didn't have it set up already, want to click on the plus over here. Just give it a name, anything that's for you recognizable in case you have different API keys later on, and then again follow the steps, right? It even tells you what to tick here because it's maybe a little bit overwhelming. Select multiple. In this case, I believe it was account information, so pull it up over here. Ask it if you should tick all of it or just some of it. I believe it was all of them, but again, just double check, go back and forth with the chat what to select. What I often do is take a screenshot of the page, say, is that correct? He says yes or no, change something. If it's fine, go ahead, click on save, and then boom, you go through the different categories. And in this case, it was just 2, 3. You can obviously select all of them, but I want to give it as little access as possible, only what it really needs to help me make those decisions, right? And then a couple of more clicks over here to set up. And once you're happy with this, you're going to click over here to continue, and it will give you your API key access. And that key, you basically go back into Claude, copy it over there, say that's my key, and it will set up all the rest. Literally, there's nothing else for you to do. It will create all the rest documentation on your behalf, which is really, really easy. And that's it. Once set up, you can start chatting with it. That's literally as simple as it is. Next up, we move to my second broker that I use, which is eToro. And here it's also very easy to set up your API key access. Again, same principle. You would go over to Claude or Codex, ask it how to set it up. It will walk you through. And the principle is pretty much the same. You would then log into the platform, which I'm showing you over here on my own dashboard. And then what you want to do is come over here to settings, click on that. From here, go to trading, click on that, scroll down, and you will see API key management. You have a public key, which they may ask you for it. And then you would just go ahead, click on it, copy it into Claude, as well as generate your own API keys. Click on this, and that's much easier, as you can see over here. And you can either set it up for a demo account or for real account. And again, very important, in my case, I want to remove write access, right? Because I only want to have read access, and then give it a name. Again, for example, Claude Code access. Then you can also set up an expiration date in case you want to have it auto expire after a certain period, or you can just leave it blank and it will basically stay on forever. And then go ahead, click on generate key, And the same principle, you copy these keys and make sure you really copy them, because usually once they're shown once, you won't be able to see them again. Otherwise, if you forgot about it, you would have to delete it and create a new one. So make sure you copy it right away into your AI of choice, and it would then go ahead and save it once again in the same file. If you wanted to go one step further in terms of security, you could also ask it, set up everything for my API connection to eToro. In this case, it would do all the API connection. And then you ask it, open the file as a text file where I can paste that API key, right? Because that's quite special. And technically there's a small chance if you enter it into the chat that it might leak or whatever, even though it is read-only. Even if somebody does get access to it, they can't really do anything about it. But if you want to really be very, very sure, ask it to open the text file and then just copy the API key right into the file, save it, and then go back to Claude, say that you saved it, and it will then be able to read it and do whatever it has to. So that's a little hack if you wanted to go the extra mile to really be 100% sure. But to be honest, I actually just pasted it into the chat and it worked perfectly fine. And lastly, we have Trading212, yet another broker that I've been using for a long time, really enjoying it. And they also have API access, which is great, right? All the brokers I use have API access. And honestly, at this stage, if any of the brokers I would potentially want to sign up to doesn't have API access, I would really have second thoughts, because for me it's very important that tools I use do have API access, because I want my AI to access all the various tools that I'm using, so I can really control it from one central interface without having to log in into each of them. It just makes you so much more productive. So for me, it's actually a non-negotiable right now to have my brokers have API access. And the process is pretty much exactly the same as I've shown you before. You would ask if it's the first time Claude or Codex to help you set it up. Again, walks you through where to click inside the app and what to do with the key, but I explained to you already. So inside the app, click on the 3 lines to get to the settings, then scroll down to settings, and then you will see here at the bottom API access, which still is in beta, but honestly, it works for me perfectly well. So click on this. Here you have the API documentation and API terms. But the cool thing is Claude basically already pulled it itself, right? It went to Trading212, found this documentation, so it knows how to access it, what it can do. So that's the real cool thing. And of course, here you see I already have various API access to my various tools that I'm using, my Delta Tracker, Snowball Analytics, as well as Claude Code. If it's your first time using, you may not have any of them. You click on Generate API Key, give it a name again that you can remember later on what it is for, because like me, you might have different API keys for one app, and then you get confused in case you don't want to use one tool anymore. You want to delete the access, right? But then you don't remember which key is for what. So give it a clear name so you remember what it is. And then you want to scroll down to permissions, and that's very important, right? And again, Claude or Codex will walk you through what you should be enabling. In the case of Trading212, I basically enabled everything. As you can see, very easy, just toggle it on. Much easier than interactive brokers, as always, right? They always make things a little bit more complicated, but hey, it is what it is. The only thing that you shouldn't be enabling, that I mentioned before, very important, read-only access. So make sure orders execute is off. Otherwise, technically, you could ask Claude to buy and sell. If you want this, you could enable it, but I think it's just a little bit too much, right? I'm not a frequent trader, so for me as a long-term investor, this is not really relevant. The only one thing where I have write access enabled is for pies. Now, I made a video about it, what Trading212 pies is, but that's actually very important because now Claude can create and adjust and rebalance pies on my behalf. I'll come to this in a second why I do this, but now from here, you would just click on Generate Key and boom, you would get again the API key ID as well as a secret key. And then again, you would paste those directly into Claude or Codex, or as I mentioned before, if you want extra security, ask it to open the text file so you can just copy it directly into the text file, save it, and then tell Claude or Codex that you have indeed saved it and will be able to access it and use it. Now, why I have enabled pie writing feature? Because actually I'm using a tool from Seeking Alpha called Alpha Picks, which is a paid service, and it comes out with new stock buys and stock sells. So there's a lot of shuffling around, rebalancing, and you have to do this manually. And I believe it's around 42 holdings right now. So that would take me a lot of time if I do this manually every single time. So now the cool thing is all I have to do is go over to Seeking Alpha Picks, see the portfolio, take a screenshot of the entire holdings, right, with the holding percentage, which does change over time, right? The new stocks, the old stocks, what has to be bought, what has to be sold. I mean, it would really take me a while to go through all of them. Here, I just take a screenshot of it, go into Claude and say, please amend and rebalance accordingly. It would then do all these tweaks, sync it with my Trading212 pie, and all I have to do then go into the pie, click on rebalance without me lifting a finger basically. And really, really incredible. It saves me so much time and returns have been actually amazing. I made a video about seeking alpha picks in detail. I'll link it down in the description below if you want to check it out. And the portfolio has been doing really well since they started. I mean, their returns so far over 411% versus in the same period, S&P only 95%. So really a great outperformance. And my own portfolio, where I'm doing it as an experiment, is also nicely in the plus, but I will do a separate update video very soon as well. So there you have it. I think it's a really powerful way to interact with your portfolios rather than just looking at it, but really get incredible and actionable insights that you can use to help you elevate your investments over time. And in case you want to see my entire portfolio updated in real time and follow along, either scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description down below and you'll be able to see my entire portfolio completely transparently put out there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely take advantage of this. I think it's just absolutely incredible. A lot of people are still sleeping on it. So any edge that you can get as an investor is definitely something you should be taking advantage of. If you still have any questions about any of the things I mentioned in today's video, pop them in the comments down below. Happy to hear from you. Next up, check out this video over here. As always, thanks for watching. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.